Hi, Joanna Hodorowska, Nutrition in Motion, nutrition for body, mind, spirit, and sport. I do a lot of work with clients that have GI distress, and when it's chronic, it's a problem. It's uncomfortable. You've got bloating, you've got gas, sometimes constipation, sometimes diarrhea. There's a lot of symptoms, but it's trying to identify what is causing the GI distress and how do we fix it from there. So this week, one of my clients has come in. We identified that the stress is part of the problem. Luckily, they've already identified the work as being a big stressor. So they have changed the job and now they're in that new position and it is less stressful. So that's a good thing. But the GI system is still out of whack. They don't know what to eat. They're constantly feeling bloated. They're feeling nauseous. And my job is to identify what is the cause of the GI distress and how do we give you alternatives of what you can eat that is going to help the body to bring it back into balance and you can find your sparkle and shine from inside out. So the nutrition response testing is one of the things that I do. And many a times it's food that you're consuming that is actually hard to digest. And then when your body's already in that state of GI distress and you're fatigued, adding a food that is causing more fatigue and hard to digest is only going to make the symptoms worse. So the beauty of what I do is I do test for grains. So let's say wheat comes up as a challenge and the body is weakened by consuming wheat. So I test the brown rice, I test white rice, I test corn, I test amaranth, buckwheat, quinoa. I test all the grains that I know of that are available and see if those are going to be alternatives. But then there's also the whole plethora of root vegetables where if you're feeling spacey on top of it, the root vegetables will actually help you feel more grounded. And now is a great, in the fall is a great time to include more of those root vegetables, more of the soups and cooked vegetables because they're also easier to digest and easier on the digestive tract. So trying to identify what the problem is part of what I do, but then offering you alternatives of what you can eat is the more important part of what I do because just giving you a list of what you can't eat is probably not going to be helpful. It's not going to eliminate the stress, and it's probably going to make the GI system even more pissed off than it was when you first came in to see me. So if you have GI issues, you do want to come in to see me to schedule your nutrition response testing session because that is going to help us identify is the food or some of the foods that you're eating causing part of the issue. Do we need to add digestive enzymes? Do we need to add probiotics? Do we need to add some other support for the digestive tract? What is causing the problem? Once we identify the cause of the problem, then we can start working on the elimination process and alternatives for that. So if you have chronic GI issues, it's not always just about eliminating the stress, but also eliminating the stress of what to eat. So if you need help with that, it's time to give me a call, Joanna Hodorowska, Nutrition in Motion, www.nutritioninmotion.net. And I can help sort through what is causing the issue so that you can get back to sparkling and shining from inside out. So we fix the balance inside so you can radiate and shine your brilliance on the outside. Joanna Hodorowska, Nutrition in Motion, nutrition for body, mind, spirit, and sport.